Hello, good friends. Today we are going to be talking of earth geometry, specifically on how to calculate distance along the lines of latitude. Remember, in the previous video or lesson number 3, we discussed on how to calculate distance along the lines of longitude. But in this video, we are going to be talking of how to calculate distance along the lines of latitude. So what is it that you should know? First, we are simply saying to find the distance between 2 points along the circle of latitude, use the formula. Okay, so this is the formula that you are going to use. Okay, so what is the formula? Theta over 360. Okay, theta over 360 times 2 times pi times radius times cos x. Now, here, this formula is very important for you to master and to know, because in your exam paper 2, they ask either this kind of a question or they bring both of them with the other one we did in lesson number 3. So, what is my theta in this formula? Theta is the difference in longitude between 2 points. So this theta which is here, it is the difference in longitude between 2 points. So now, remember how to find the difference. Lesson number 1, we did talk of how to find the difference, where if the places that you want to find the difference lie on the same hemisphere, you are supposed to subtract. But if they lie in different hemisphere, you add the angles they lie on. So that is how you find the difference. And this r, which is here, capital letter R, simply represents the radius of the earth. Now, also you should remember that the radius of the earth can be in Newton miles or in kilometers. It depends with how the exam question is asking you to do. Now, this x, you see, cos x. Now, this x which is here, it is just the latitude where the two places are lying on. So you don't necessarily need to solve this one. All you need to do is to get the what? Get the latitude where the 2 points are lying on and replace it there. And cos x, remember, you need to have a calculator like this one, which has got these functions here. You can see there is cos here. So you just have to press this on your calculator, cos x or cos the angle that you have found, and you get your answer accurate. So this is paper 2 and you need a calculator. Now, if let's say you are asked to find distance in Newton miles, you can use this formula. Of course, you can find the answer in kilometers or in Newton miles using this formula. Or if you want to answer it quickly, you can use this concept now. To find the distance between 2 points along the circle of latitude in Newton miles, use the formula, this formula here, okay? So you can use this formula. This formula is just a quick one. If the distance you are trying to calculate is in Newton miles, theta, which is the difference in latitude, times 60 cos x, which is x is just the latitude they lie on, and calculate, you still find the answer. Okay, so you can either use this formula, it only works in Newton miles. Okay, this formula only works in Newton miles, but this formula can be in kilometers and also in Newton miles. So always remember this concept, they are very important. Now let's look at the description. What is all about this? How do I get to know that I need to use this formula? So let's say, for example, you are given the earth. Let's say this is the earth you are given. Okay, now, don't mind my drawings. I just want you to understand. We are given this earth, and on this earth we have the latitudes, and also we have the longitudes, like that. These are the longitude on this earth, and we have the latitudes, like that. Okay. Okay, so this latitude is a circle, of course, so we put it like that. And let's say this is my origin there. Now, we have 2 points. I know this is the northern hemisphere and this is southern hemisphere. Now, when I have 2 points, let's say this point here it is point A, and this point there it is point B. And they ask me to find the distance AB. Now, if I want to find AB, you can see that this AB lies on different longitude, but the same latitude. Okay, different longitude but the same latitude. So this is where now you have to use the formula theta over 360 times 2 times radius times cos x. Okay, x degrees. Now we are simply saying that this x, it is the latitude. So let's say if this x, this latitude is x degrees, so where they lie on the two places A and B, the latitude they lie on is the x there. So you just have to replace there. But this theta, it will be the difference in these two longitude. If this, let's say this is 20 and this is 40. Okay, this is 40 degrees east and west. Now, if these two longitude, you see these two longitude, they are different. They lie on different hemisphere. This is on the eastern side. This is on the western side. So if they are different, they are not lying in the same hemisphere, you just have to add. So in short, we're just going to add and say 40 plus 20. What will be the answer? The answer will just be 60 degrees. So this 60 is what you substitute where theta is and put. Then you punch your calculator and get your answer. So this is how you find distance along the lines of latitude. But let's say if I have a point here, let's say this is point C. This distance AC, I can't use this formula, but AC, if I were to find AC, in my previous video, we learned that we use the formula theta over 360 times 2 times pi times radius. Okay, so here there is no cos. You can see AC meaning distance along the lines of longitude. AC is distance along the line of longitude, so we use this formula. And AB is distance along the latitude, so we use this formula. So always remember these two concepts. Okay, and also if they ask you to calculate distance in Newton miles along the lines of latitude, this is a formula you can use. Okay, so now let's look at the examination question and see how it will be. Now, this is a past paper 2023 paper, which in my third lesson video we talked of calculating distance. Now, here on my third lesson video, we were actually calculating this distance along the lines of longitude. We did calculate this one. Now, today I want us to calculate on this one, which is the distance along the lines of latitude. How can I calculate this given this earth? Okay, how can I calculate AB, the distance what? AB. How can I calculate this distance? So that is what I want us to know. How can I calculate AB? So let's work it out. I'll roughly sketch it here and see how we can calculate. So let's say this earth you have been given as, here's the earth, I'll sketch it here. Okay, we have been given these longitudes. Never mind my sketching. All I'm interested in is for you to be able to get the concept. So let's say this is my A here. Okay, this is A and this is B there. Then they say this is 50 degrees north and this is the northern side. And this longitude here, it is 40 degrees east. And this one is 20 degrees west. Then we are told that there's another longitude there, which is C and D there. Latitude, now this latitude is 50 degrees south. Then they want us to calculate now from this formula, from this question, they want us to calculate AB. So they want us to find this distance AB. So how can I find this distance? Very easy. All you need to do is to realize that AB, it is just the distance along the lines of latitude. So we are going to use this formula. This formula is the one we are using. So let's use the formula. We are going to say AB is going to be, what is my theta in this case? Theta, so let's write the formula over 360 times 2 times radius times cos x degrees. So what is my theta? I need to find the difference in the longitude, the difference between the longitude. You see A is lying on longitude 20 and B is lying on longitude 40 degrees east and west. You see this is west and this is east. So if they are on different hemisphere, all you have to do is to add. So in this case, we're just going to say 40 plus 20, which gives us 60. Okay, so we substitute there. We are going to say AB is going to be 60 over 360 times 2 times, now let's check. Did they say we calculate in Newton miles? No, they said we calculate in kilometer. So we are going to use the radius of the earth in kilometers, which is 6370, okay, times cos. Now, cos x cos x, what latitude are they lying on? The latitude they're lying on is 50. So we just put cos 50 degrees there. Okay, once you do this, just get your calculator and punch everything there. We are going to say 60 times 2 times 370 times cos 50, which is going to give us, you can write everything there, 4913 46.8488. All this divide by 360. What do we get? Say divide by 360. You are going to get yourself 1364.852,358 kilometers. This is our distance. But in your exam, you don't need to write everything here. They say you write your answer to 3 significant figures. So how can I write my answer to 3 significant figures? I count how many significant figures are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 significant figures and they just want 3. So we count 1, 2, 3. So these are the significant figures they want. So it will be 1, 3, 6. This is 4 less than 5, so I can't add 1 here, so it just maintains 6. And because of the decimal point, this one becomes 0. And kilometers, you write kilometers. So this is your final answer to 3 significant figures. And we are done. So this is how you answer this question. It came in 2023 paper. So to answer this kind of a question, of course, you just use this formula and you get it. Now you see that they bring 2 concepts here. They brought this one and they brought this one. So you need to know both formulas here. You need to know this formula and this formula to be able to answer this question and get yourself 4 marks. So the whole of this is 6 marks. And from the lesson, from the previous videos to lesson 4, we talked of how to find the difference. So if you have not watched my videos, please go ahead and watch them and you understand on how to find the difference in latitude between A and D. And also you understand on how to calculate distance in kilometers between A and B along the lines of latitude and also longitude. So this is what I was I intended to help you understand today. Hopefully I've made it clear and easy for you to understand and apply in your final examination. For now, I can only wish you all the best and ask you to subscribe if you are not subscribed to this YouTube channel so you don't miss these latest videos. Please do pause the video, copy, make your own notes and be able to revise when need arises. And also like, share, comment, and we shall continue making good lesson videos for you people so that you can overcome mathematics in your exam. For now, it's a good day. Bye-bye.